Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be showing you my foundation routine on how to make oily foundations or watery foundations work. And I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and I have it in two shades. I'm also going to be using my Laura Mercier translucent powder. So the first shade that I'm going to be mixing is Creme Cafe with Cocoa. And this foundation is really good. I really like it, but it is a bit watery. So I learned this new trick. I'm going to just mix everything on the back of my hand. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder and I'm going to mix everything with a spoon. I'm going to take my Morphe Y10 brush to buff everything into the foundation into my skin. And I like this, it's just a flat top kabuki brush. You could use a more dense brush. This one has really soft bristles. I just like it because it's a quick buffing brush and it really covers a large area on your face. So now I'm going to be taking my concealer, and this is the Kat Von D concealer in the shade Deep 36, and I'm using this as my highlight concealer shade. I mean, it's not too much lighter than my skin tone because I don't like a bright highlight, and I'm just using my beauty blender to blend that in, which is my favorite tool to use for my concealer. Now I'm taking the LA Girl Concealer in the shade Espresso as my cream contour and just putting that in the hollows of my cheeks and my forehead. I'm going to be using the Morphe Y10 to buff out my contour, and this has become my favorite brush for buffing out small areas, so I would really recommend this one. Now I'm just setting my highlighted areas with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm also going to use my beauty blender to carve out my contour using the tip of the beauty blender and the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Now I'm going to take my Black Radiance contour kit to set my cream contour. This is a powder kit setting a cream contour because you do want to set after you use a cream. I'm going back in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder just to clean up the contour again, but you don't have to do this step. I am going to contour my nose, but this is not the brush that I usually use to contour my nose. I do usually use a powder to contour my nose though, because I don't like cream. It makes it look oily and blotchy, but that's just my personal preference. I'm going to take the Morphe Y10 just to wipe off all that translucent powder, and this is my favorite brush to wipe powder off with. It's just like a tulip pointed, I guess it's like a tulip shaped brush, and it's good for getting like in your creases under your eyes. And this is how your face looks with your base, your foundation, your highlight, and your contour. And so now I'm going to go finish up the rest of my makeup and I'll be back.
Hi guys, so this is the finished look. I hope that you like it. Now this look, this foundation routine is not for everybody depending on how dry your skin is. You might not want to mix as much powder as I did. I know sometimes when you have dry skin you might get oily in some places depending on the foundation that you're wearing. So I haven't seen people just actually applying the translucent powder right to the face, and you can just maybe apply the translucent powder maybe to your T-zone where you usually get oily or wherever, and then put your foundation on top. I know it sounds weird, but even mixing translucent powder with foundation sounds weird, but it really does work to help keep like the water, to fix the watery foundation and help give you like a really flawless airbrush finish. And I know powder or liquid contouring is not for everybody either, but I hope that I showed you a way that would be easier and gave you some suggestions on some tools to use that might help your contouring be easier for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.